quickly how to properly set up an extension ladder. One of the things I will make a note of first is this extension ladder does not have a rope. It should always, by OSHA rules, have a rope. The reason being is when you get up above a certain height, the ladder can actually collapse back down. So that but typically I don't like using the rope because I've gotten my foot caught in that many times and almost fallen from it. So but if I'm doing anything where I believe that there might be an OSHA guy around, that I will put the rope on just for their appeasement, which is kind of ridiculous, but anyway. This is a 225-pound ladder, and the reason you know that is because it's got a yellow marker on it. The red ones are homeowner, the blue ones are 250 pound, and the black ones are 300 pound. So it does make a difference. You should be on a ladder that's the right kind for the weight you are. And also I would always stay with at least a yellow ladder, because they are much stronger and don't flex as much as the other red ladders are. So if you're buying a new ladder at Home Depot, look for the yellow one. Pay a little more money. It'll save you in the long run if you don't want to fall off of it. So one of the things you'll notice on the ladders today is that these have a flat spot on them. So typically this is designed to be level, so that if this is pretty level, you pretty much have your ladder set up in the right place. That kind of helps you indicate that. The other thing is your feet. Make sure your ladder shoes still have rubber on the bottom of them. If there's no rubber, throw the ladder in the trash. Do not use a ladder that does not have rubber. I've seen guys get killed doing that in big commercial buildings. Actually seen it happen. So not fun. Pick one of your buddies up off the concrete, it's dead, because he didn't have any rubber on the bottom of these shoes. You notice the better ladders will have these type of Kickout set up. This is designed so that when you're in the dirt, and you don't want your ladder to slide, you can flip these up and dig them into the dirt, so that your ladder will stay in place when you go up on it. Those are key things. Make sure your feet are always on something smooth. You notice these are on the concrete, not on a bunch of leaves. A bunch of leaves, you're going to slide down the wall. It's not fun. I've done it a couple times. Okay, so each rung is 12 inches apart. So if you have a 12 rung double high ladder, it's considered a 24-foot ladder. Just so you know. Okay, when you lean your ladder up against the roof, your ladder should always be 3 feet above the roof line. So a minimum of 3 feet above the roof line, so that you have a grab handle to get on that ladder to get back off the roof. These are all from the Contractor's License Board testing in California, and these are things that you should always know. So I'm going to show you guys the setup for this too. So your bottom should be 25% of the height of the height. So if you're 8 feet up, 25% of that is what, 2 feet? So it should be back the fascia from the area where it's touching the fascia 2 feet. Okay, 25%. So, and also your ladder rungs will be level. If it's way kicked out here, the ladder can, when you get up higher on the ladder, it can kick out on the bottom. That's why people fall. Or if it's way too close, you're going too far straight up and down, and when you get up further on the ladder, it can fall back this way. So that's why they do that. This is the proper way to use a ladder. If you use a ladder properly, you probably will never fall off of it. That's the thing that I teach the guys who work for me. I need to be just a couple inches behind that. It doesn't feel right. I just know from using it. So we'll go up on the ladder here, and I'll show you why you have this thing above 3 feet above the roof line. Now, so to get up on the roof, I have something to hold on to. See my hand? I have something to hold on to. So I go up to the top, never stand above the roof line on the ladder. Step right into the roof, holding onto the item to the ladder, and you're on the roof. So now, to get back down, the easy thing is you grab onto the top of the ladder so you're balanced, and then you just reach your foot around to the one that's below the roof line. Lean back just a little bit. Put your hand up here. You have a place to hold on to. You come back down. Okay. That's how you safely use an extension ladder. And the other thing, one more thing, is both of these latches need to be on. So if you're up above this area, you don't want your ladder to have just one of these. I'm going to try and make it the wrong way so you can see. If it's like that, where one's on and one's off, no good. Because when you get up higher, it'll flex and you can fall off the ladder. And also you're past the capacity of that weight engineering for that portion. So that's a safely how you use a ladder safely. And if you use the technique I showed you when you get to the top and you do not step above the roof line, you probably will never fall off a ladder. And you'll feel a lot safer when you get up on the roof. And especially when you come down, you grab the top of that ladder, you swing your foot around, and you set it right below the roof line. You can even go further down another step if you feel more comfortable, or maybe the area that you're standing on below is a little bit sketchy. Maybe it's on the dirt and you don't have the feet kicked out like you should for the dirt. Or maybe it's kind of a slippery substrate. You can drop down to this one. It's a little harder to do, but it's actually still either one. As long as it's below the roof line, you're okay. So when you go above the roof line, that's a problem. Like, you can't step off onto that rung right there. No good. That ladder will just flip out. All right, so that's a little homeowner tip on how to use an extension ladder safely.